the last chance for each side to make their case. Closing arguments began this morning with the state showing this video of a smiling Casey Anthony playing with Kaylee. Assistant State Attorney Jeff Ashton says Anthony had a choice.
She died because her mother decided that the life that she wanted was more important.
Ashton spent 77 minutes recapping testimony from the last 6 weeks. He showed graphic pictures of Kaylee Anthony's remains, the tattered clothes she was still wearing when found. And Ashton said the defense's claims require the jury to suspend common sense.
The trip down the rabbit hole into a bizarre world where men who love their granddaughters find them drowned and do nothing.
But defense attorney Jose Baez says it's the state presenting the fictional tale.
The one question will never be answered. The key question in this case will never be answered. It can never be proven. And that is, how did Kaylee die?
Though Baez later reminded jurors about the theory that Kaylee drowned in the Anthony's pool, showing pictures of her opening the sliding glass door and climbing up the ladder. His closing argument stopped, though, when Baez called out Ashton.
Depending on who's asking the questions, whether it's this laughing guy right here or whether it's myself.
Objection. Approach the bench.
Judge Belvin Perry could have held both lawyers in contempt, but let them off with a warning. If it happened again, they'd be out. Baez finished up his portion of closing arguments attacking George Anthony and Roy Crunk, the man who found Kaylee's remains. But he says none of the testimony points to murder. And there were several delays today, one of them being when the judge had to reprimand both of those attorneys. Now, the defense is taking all 4 hours that they had allocated to them for closing arguments, and the state gets one more chance to go before the jury. So jurors will get their final instructions tomorrow, and that's when they will begin deliberations. Reporting live in Orlando, Carolyn Schofield, WPTV News Channel 5.
You can see the verdict live when it happens here on News Channel 5. And a reminder, you can follow tweets from the Anthony trial, and you don't have to be on Twitter. Just head to WPTV.com. Our live updates from inside the courtroom are on our homepage. And be sure to stick with News Channel 5 for complete coverage of this murder trial. Again, continuing coverage of closing arguments, deliberations, and the verdict on air and online at WPTV.com.